So getting into my 7th year of marriage, I'm almost sober now. I'll relapse from time to time when she allows me to. We tried to mix it up. We want to do some role play. She was like, hey, let's do some role play. I was excited. She was like, but I want you to be the maid. And I was like, cool, whatever, still in. So she came out with that little black and white little maid outfit thing. I put that shit on, had one of them old ass dusters, just walking around.
Lord.
Man, 3 hours later, I was still dusting the fucking house. Like, bitch, when did you touch my penis? This ain't role play, this is spring cleaning. I had been had. I thought I was going to get heckled by this bird, but I'm getting laughs from him. I like that shit. Why stick together, baby? That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm done fucking with you. I got a couple of kids. My wife says that kids are a reward. That's the worst fucking rewards program I've ever been a part of. He's just hitting the punchline. I say the punchline, he hits it. Got a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old. Man, never in my life did I think I would cheer for shit to fall from a toddler's asshole. Just watching that like, come on, push, baby, you got it! Making up songs about that shit like, you poop in a little potty. You poop in a little potty. You get a treat, you get a treat. You get a treat, you get a treat. My daughter was 2 years old. When she was 2 years old, I found out she was going to be a stripper. Man, we were at a kid's birthday party. Kids are running around, there's music playing in the background. Nobody's really paying any attention to the music until this song comes on. Pour some sugar on me. My daughter's in a dead sprint across this backyard, just stops and just busting on them. I was like, hell no. Grabbed her ass and threw her in the truck, drove her home, put her in the room. Now I just feed her crackers from time to time at the door. Like, I hate dollar bills and glitter. Fuck that shit. My kids are in daycare, and daycare has taught me that kids depreciate over time. The cost of a kid depreciates over time. Because it costs less for my 3-year-old to go to this same daycare that my 18-month-old does. And that just doesn't make sense. But then I found out the actual cost of a life. Well, the cost of a white girl's life that grew up in the rich part of Sugar Land. I saved I did the Heimlich maneuver with her, and her mom gifted me a $200 gift card to Papa Cheetos. And I was like, damn, if that's what her life is worth, mine is worth like $5 to Burger King and some shit. This is not good. I'm eating, I was like giving away drinks. It's like, yeah, I saved a girl's life. Have a fucking margarita on me, baby. Man, everybody make it through the freeze all right, or was that shit was a son of a bitch for everybody? Right? Freeze taught me why people had so many fucking kids back in the day. They didn't have central heating. They were like, man, last winter was cold. Let's have another heater. Put some shit up in between us, you know. I realized I wasn't that much of a dad or a man. My daughter put her cold ass feet on me. I was like, no, bitch, get that shit off. Life or death situation, I don't care. Get those off of me. My dog was, I couldn't sleep. My dog was snoring at the end of the bed. I was like throwing shit like, no, bitch, wake the fuck up. You don't pay shit. Like, you ain't sleeping this well. Well, I can't do shit. But I'm glad they're in daycare because the shit I teach them has kind of rubbed off on them in daycare. Like, they were working on counting It was my daughter's turn to count. She started off 1, 2, 3, and she stopped. And they were like, you know what comes next? She's like, yeah. And they're like, all right, go ahead and say it. She's like, I can't say it. Like, no, go ahead and say it. She's like, all right, an ass whooping. She's not wrong. That's definitely what comes after 3 in my household. Like, 1, 2, 3, like, what, bitch? But I hope I give her better lessons than my dad gave me. I remember the first lesson that my dad really stuck with me. It was right before my first ever sleepover, and he could see that I was really nervous, right? So he's like, hey, I just want to let you know, at some point in time tonight, you might find yourself in the same bed or pallet as your friend. So remember this rule. It's hole to hole, pole to pole, but never pole to hole. Man, I was frightened as fuck to go to my friend's house after that. I was just laying in bed staring at the ceiling waiting for this motherfucker to go to sleep. He finally did, and he faced the wall. I was like, all right, hole to hole. Roll over. In the middle of the night, I wake up, turn over, he's looking straight at me. I was like, oh, not today, bitch. Pole to pole. Daddy taught me better than that.
Oh my God.
Found out why dudes called each other cool cats back in the day. Because women didn't shave their vaginas back then. Okay?
You're right.
You used to be in the middle of a conversation with your friend, like, hey, what'd you do last night? He's like, oh, I was hanging over at Denise's house. It's like, oh, you a cool cat. Oh man, yeah, I was kicked out of the mall the other day for having an erection. I was in Bath and Body Works, and my dick just had a flashback to middle school. It's like, oh yeah, I know that smell. It's go time, baby. It's like in middle school, you didn't have the means of money or transportation to go get some good jerk-off juice. No, you just walked to your mom or sister's sink and you looked underneath like, Moonlight Pass, that'll get the job done. Cucumber melon was the sin of middle school for me. Hey ladies, it's just a heads up, if a man has ever bought you any scent of Bath and Body Works, that was his go-to jerk sauce in this. Guys, my name is Royce Moore.
In a gray Jeep or a white truck, a gray Jeep or a white truck. I need you to pull up a little bit. Gray Jeep, white truck, pull up, and get in.
Y'all can follow me at Royce the One, or my cash app is also the money sign Royce the One. Guys, y'all been a lot of fun. Y'all are a great audience. Thank
Y'all give it up for Royce Moore one more time. All right. And there is some cars blocking somebody. I think it's a gray Jeep.
A white pickup truck.
We got a
Yeah. Gray Jeep, we take it. All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Somebody blocking somebody, you got a white pickup truck or a gray Jeep. You might want to go out there and check on your vehicle. All right, all right. Did y'all enjoy that? Yeah.
Y'all gotta show a little more energy than that, man. Come on, the energy you give is the metaphor you gonna get. All right. So we gonna switch it up. Give y'all a little poetry. And what I want to say about this queen that's coming up is gonna be seductive. So if you're a strong-minded king and queen in here, I need you to make some noise. All right. Yeah, because she gonna your energy. So y'all keep that energy building up. For none other than Miss Royalty.
What's up, everybody? I am Miss Royalty, just poetry. I don't play on words. I don't personify shit. My shit is raw, okay? So I'm just letting y'all know that shit. All right. So I'm gonna hit y'all with y'all can follow me on Royal Poetry at Instagram. Royal Poetry on Instagram. Also, you can go online at Amazon or Barnes & Noble and pick up a copy of my book, Sugar with a Pinch of Spice, Motivational and Seductive Poetry. I do have some books on hand that you can purchase. They're $15. You can just see me in the back after I finish. So I'm going to hit you with Mesmerize, and then I'm going to hit you with three. How many of y'all have heard Mesmerize? Okay, so then that shit is new. All right. So we gonna get started. Come back. I see, because I don't like to yell too much. All right, so I'm gonna start you out with Mesmerize. I grab a hold of his dick, analyzing the size of his shit, and how's it about to enter this juicy red clip. Not too big and surely not too small. Just a big enough size to slide right in between these thighs. He taps on the click, just to tease it a bit. Then he slides it all in, got the cheese saying, you the shit. But I tell you like a pro, Mesmerize by his stroke. Cause he no need for added fingers, cause he's the magic dick, please. He can hit it from the left, and he can stroke it from the right. He hits it in the center cause he knows exactly what mama likes. Yeah! But then he goes out, I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Pussy just left throbbing. I'm like, Negro, you straight tripping. But then he sits upon the bed. He pulls my legs towards his mouth. He begins eating my pussy like he was on their road and he chose pussy as his last meal. I'm going in and out of consciousness. His tongue game is so ferocious. I had to put a patent on that shit because none of you boys can have none of my shit. But then he started flying in without any warning. He's trying to tap my ass out and it was only just a little bit past 10. I sit up breathing heavy, looking around the room like, damn, this shit is crazy. Cause now I gotta get dressed up and go find a motherfucker who can do all that shit I just dressed up. Fuck up. Alright, this last one is 350. Remember you can follow me on Instagram at Royal Poetry, Sugar with a Pinch of Spice on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. The moment I first met him, it was love at first sight. Shit, who am I kidding? It was all sexual. I just wanted to fuck that night. Already lusted with lustful imaginations of what I would do to him upon him accepting my invitation. Oh, miss, don't think I'm a freak. I'm just want to be satisfied. Because the way you look and smell it, I got to have you in my house tonight. So here's my card. Meet me at midnight. Oh, do bring a can of whipped cream. Because see, I like to spread it all over and mix every part of your body clean. Now we'll do the imaginable of what others think is impossible. I make possible. Hell, I'm a teacher. I wrote the books of classes and sessions, so boy, strap up and let's get to it. Now of course I'm on top. Cause see, I got to show you how this shit is done. Cause see, I ain't got no time for no weak ass structure, cause then I got to tell that ass to go. And you not destroy my vibe, for I'm already into you. So the less you speak, the less you fuck this up. So boy, hush and enjoy what I'm about to do. So deep down into my walls and flow captivate. me up on the wall. I'm fucking the shit out of him because I'm the head bitch in charge.
Yes,
His father is a jerk. As he is about to come, he's rubbing all over this chocolate line while I sent him the chocolate overload. His face very deep into my breast. His face looks satisfied. You ask how I can tell? Because he got a big ass Kool-Aid style. I'm trying to feel his breast. I'm like, hold up, something is wrong. So I tap him on the shoulder and say, hey bro, I didn't have my fun. It's time for your ass to go. I know damn sleepover. He looked at me, he said, damn, that was really fucked up. I said, you know what? You sure right. I said, but you know what? I can make it look this sweet and a little bit more better for you. I said, you see that pile over there? Yeah, this is stack of good Joe lettuce. Boy, pick one. It don't matter. They already prepared. You see, I told him, wait. Before you leave my presence and exit the palace of this queen, I need you to leave 350 on the pitch off this road. This is for free.
I'm gonna get seductive anyway. Oh, man. Every time I hear that piece, damn, it seduces me. So, y'all ready to keep this metaphors going? Got another queen coming up to the stage. And I'm gonna need y'all to get ready for her. She did her thing here a couple Thursdays ago up here, and she rocked the mic, she rocked the night. She had a good time. So I need y'all to make some love, show some love for Raw Ass Honey.
How y'all doing tonight? Y'all can find me on Instagram at Lady Dimples, LadyDimplez318. I just started doing spoken word. I've been doing poetry a long time, so I'm trying to put myself back out there, trying to see what new opportunities await. So this first one, it's a really spiritual piece. I know Bird don't like it. Talking all last week when I did it. This next piece, well, my first piece, is something I came up with after going through the dark night of the soul. If you're familiar with, spiritual aspects, this is more of a spiritual piece. So, I'm going to take back the reins and switch it up a little bit. She got a little freaky for us. So this is just reflecting on that time, and we all learn lessons and we all on a journey in life. So this is kind of where I was going in that journey through that time. It's called a raw digression. As I'm sensing my footsteps are being monitored, I inadvertently focus on all the associations and accusations that have been sent here to destroy me. And they have eternally been chasing me. Internally, I'm facing the feelings of what I know the situation is changing. Steady playing them like Satan, damping souls and waiting patiently. Come on. It was creatively designed and destined to be pure poetry. celebrating a marvelous reincarnation of past life identities as this universe's version of the divine feminine and masculine attributes. This constitutes the thought that I knew I would be the one. A blooming divine goddess with perspicacity and still in my environment with imperturbability. With these stones, these crystals, and this sage, and my most cherished mental affirmations today, I realized I was invigorated by my karma clip. Consummated by these sporadic rituals and these deja vu like visuals, I always knew that you would be the one. With your endless nugatory comments, never whether positives, ever really compliments, yet somehow still impervious to my unyielding aura. Even now, I see the beauty of life amongst the supportive yet divided diaspora. Yes, it was detrimental to the tribalizing our minds on account of this immutable, unsuitable speculation of our generations and foundations, but yet and still they will. Continue contemplating, evaluating, steady navigating this erudition of my kundalini. Now an enigma in a tribal printed bikini with these locks flowing, my third eye is known. Now you guys consistently ask yourself, how can she be so goddamn mystical? Now I'm only esoterically speaking, but now their interests are finally peaking, although I would call it alchemy. How I force and endorse my enemies' moves, spiritually retreating, so it would behoove them to go back to their low vibrating moods of frequency. As I frequently project myself into the astral plane and vibrating so high I can soar with my spiritual guides, ain't no complaining, although one might refer to it as necromancy. I fancy how I use that incantation of some of my dreams into this reality. It's not impossible, just prodigality of it. In cases like these narratives create the context of my complex, yet to me, a complementarity. Safe to say it's a familiarity how I found the audacity to be courageously ambitious, and thanks to you, my influence remains more than engaging. While their tempers are continuously raising, I just continue to live my truth. Trying to convince them why it's no use, this level of ascension I've achieved, it's more than a people. Truly medieval how I obtained Excalibur, the sword of Camelot. Overstanding is something that goes unseen a lot. I am that divine spiritual being to give you this mentalistic, metaphysic flavor that I savor. In this position, I had every intention of acquisition. This is my prerogative. Being disinclined to acquiesce to all the requests as to who you think I ought to be. And it's nothing personal, I'm just speaking honestly. I'm just so proud of me how I continue on this journey showing gratitude with peace and love. Truly a Venusian goddess essence. Because that has always been my modest attitude and will continue to be my modest presence. A raw ass honey digression. Thank you. So that's a little bit about my spiritual journey. With every journey you learn things through being in relationships with people. And sometimes you take a lot of good lessons from it, sometimes you take a lot of bad lessons from it. Sometimes you just be like, man, fuck it. Fuck it. It is what it was, what it would have been, who cares? It's over, So this was me reflecting on that situation where I do a lot of self-reflection, because I want to be a better person, be a better asset to the world and, to the community. So I always try to reflect on my actions. This one is called Blue Flame. And I'm working on memorizing it, so, work with it, try to feel it if you can. Just put yourself in whatever relationship you might feel this pertains to. It's called New Flame. My fine little chocolate thing. You are my black king, my little boot thing, my mister. Won't you come blow my back out? This my real hair, so you ain't got to worry about pulling no tracks out. Yeah! It's so good, I just camp out like a little wifey home. I know it won't belong to you, eat these snacks out. Having you tearing up and trying to work these cramps out like Janet say. I make you have a dream, making this yummy spring food. Yes, it's coral, it's swallowed. Just like a sign I got them following galactically, oozing all over your space, thinking you just might take a dip. He go back to thinking you well equipped with shit. What if the unexpected happens and the roads get split? You'll be slide it to the side and save it for a rainy day. Trying to brag about the pipe you land with. You and I both know I'm way more captivating, stimulating. And ain't no contemplating about this Venusian goddess energy I'm emulating. Ooh wee, baby, you ain't even close to being mine. Every day I stare at this me in the mirror knowing I'm way more than a dime, wondering, wishing I should have went with my second line, because then we was the vanity and we talking, you wasn't even all that fine. And neither was you. I know you laying next to her, still drilling her thing, and it was me, baby boo, neither one of y'all was ever on my pedigree. This law did you both a favor. Sample this and every day, but get the flavor. We had a moment and I know for you both to real. Stay reminiscing about the way I made you both feel. Farewell, good riddance, it hasn't even been real. Now I'm on to this new game, spitting these words like fire, that's my new flame, and I got a new name that's sticking like honey. My only focus is my honeybee and the money. Whoever spoken word would be my thing. Meditating on my manifestation, that's my new thing. All right. Lady Dimples, LadyVimbelez 318 on Instagram. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
All right. I need y'all to show some more love for this raw as honey digression. Yeah. Be sure to follow her. That queen is doing this. Oh, you know what? One thing I found out about her is she's a Navy bitch. So y'all really need to be showing some love to her for that. Yeah. So real quick, we're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna call up another queen to the stage. She's a poet. I've been knowing her and y'all been seeing her all night as y'all coming to do. So I need y'all to show some love for none other than Poets Pantry.
Men misled and misused. Many has their minds misconstrued. Obedient objects once opposed to such oppression. Nauseating Neanderthals, not knowing how naive. I evolved, entropic earth, enemies encroaching. Yet, youth made by yearnings of monetary yield. Phony politicians provoking problems, reveal their rancid reign. Object obedience to the obliterators. Bogus bureaucrats, the backstabbing bastards. Legitimizing their level-ups with legislative lies, emotionless exterminators. I evoke enlightenment. Men misled and misused, money has their minds misconstrued, standardizing struggles, state salute from the sound slaughter. That's their
Come on, boy.
You got this.
Come on, boy.
You got this, mama.
Rewind.
Vulnerability is a delicacy. I drizzle gravy on that shit and eat it up.
Yeah.
Beauty doesn't mean you gotta be so tough.
Come on with it.
y'all got the energy y'all give, it's gonna be the energy that y'all get. Y'all give some bullshit energy, y'all gonna get some bullshit energy. So I'm gonna need y'all to start building that energy for the next comedic queen that I know.
So they just call me Miss LA. So that's my short name, Miss LA. But I want to talk about something different. I want to give it up for single moms. If you were raised by a single mom, clap it up. If you were raised by a single dad, give it up. I was raised by a single dad, so